We welcome you to South Central Calhoun High School for Twin Lakes Conference basketball featuring the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the Titans of South Central Calhoun. Hello and welcome to Rockwell City. My name's Tanner Hoops. Delighted to have you along. Let's jump into our girls pregame before we get to the back end of our doubleheader a little bit later on tonight. St. Mary's comes in with a record 1 win, 5 losses. They're 1-4 in Twin Lakes play. South Central Cal 6-1. They are 4-0 in the Twin Lakes. The two teams are meeting for the 9th time in school history. South Central Calhoun has the edge in the all-time series at 6-2. St. Mary's has won the last 2 overall meetings, though, including last year's only meeting between the two squads, a 42-37 win on January 7th at the Panther Pit. South Central Cal trying to win their first game in this series since January 10th of 2020. Well, St. Mary's opened 2023 with a 62-20 loss against Sioux Central last night. Their losses this season have come against Altarillia, GTRA, West Bend, Mallard, River Valley, and most recently Sioux Central. Their win came against Southeast Valley, 49-45, back on December the 20th. South Central Calhoun, they picked up conference wins over East Sac County, GTRA, Manson, Northwest Webster, and Southeast Valley. They also had non-conference victories over Webster City and Maple Valley, Anthony Charter Oak Youth. Their only loss came in their season opener, 60-46 against Storm Lake back on November the 22nd. They've had 2 games already postponed in 2023, OABCIG on Monday and Emmitsburg on Tuesday. This will be their new year opener. They do have a makeup game tomorrow evening as they visit the 11th ranked team in Class 2A, South Hamilton. That'll be a 5 o'clock tip, and the boys game will follow. A couple of makeup contests. Both teams very good last season. St. Mary's best season in school history at 22-2 as they reach the regional final before falling to Marcus, Meriden, Cleghorn, Remsen Union, who would go on to finish as state runner-ups. South Central Cal was 19-6 a season ago. They did make it down to the well in Class 2A, returning to the state tournament for the first time since 2015. That is your primer as we get you set for basketball tonight. Storm Lake St. Mary's taking on South Central Calhoun, the first and only meeting of the year between the two squads. St. Mary's will be at home twice next week. Altarillia's in town on Tuesday, and then East Sac County will visit the Panther Pit on Friday. South Central Calhoun, the aforementioned makeup doubleheader tomorrow at South Hamilton, and then they're back home on Tuesday. They'll take on Humboldt. That game will be played in Lake City. Elsewhere in the Twin Lakes Conference tonight, Emmitsburg is at East Sac County. Manson Northwest Webster is home with GTRA. Sioux Central is visiting West Bend, Mallard. Pocahontas area hosts Newell Fonda, and Southeast Valley entertains Altarillia. Twin Lakes standings as we enter play tonight. These Titans on top. They're 4-0 in the league. Newell Fonda and Emmitsburg both 2-0, tied for second. Then you've got Pokey, who beat Alta last night at 3-1. They're there along with Sioux Central. West Bend, Mallard then at 2-1. Manson Northwest Webster is 2-2. GTRA is 8th place at 2-3. Altarillia is 1-2, and then St. Mary's 10th place in the Twin Lakes at 1-4. Southeast Valley is 1-5, and East Sac County is 0-4. The Twin Lakes standings as we enter play this evening. Let's meet tonight's starters. We'll begin with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. Sydney Hurd, a senior, standing 6'2", 18.5 points per game. She's averaging a double-double, 11 rebounds to go along with it. Bianca Lamonis, a senior, she's averaging just under 5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds as well. Neely Bacon, a freshman, she's had a strong start to her high school career, 4.5 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Natalie Green, a senior, returning starter, 7.5 points, 4 rebounds per. And rounding out the starting lineup, Isabel Landgraf, a freshman. She's averaging just under a point, 6.5 rebounds per game. Head coach in his first season is Nick Landgraf. Those are the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers. Now the starters for the host, South Central Calhoun Titans. They are led by Riley Batta, 5'11 senior committed to Northern State. 2A All-State second team last season, 23.6 points a game. That's a team best. Also the team's leading rebounder at 8.7 per. Sophie McKinney, a 5'7 senior. She's averaging just under 2 points and a rebound and a half per game. Kylie Schleisman is a 5'4 senior, 16.6 points a game and averaging 7 assists per contest. That is second best in the state of Iowa through all classes. Rounding out the starting lineup will be Brianne Patterson, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging just over 3 points and just under 5 rebounds per game. I tell you what, the head coach is Kurt Batta in his second season. He's assisted by Brian Bean. Those are the South Central Calhoun Titans, and those are tonight's starting lineups. St. Mary's is wearing their black uniforms. They've got silver and white numerals and trim, and on the other side, South Central Calhoun is wearing their home white uniforms. They've got the purple and the the purple and silver trim, the uniform matchup for this evening. Boys game will follow. We'll have that for you right here on FDS. It's our hope to have you along, but glad to have you spending let's say not quite a blustery Friday night here in early January with us. High school basketball, Twin Lakes Conference style, first and only time that Storm Lake St. Mary's and South Central Calhoun will see each other this season. With that, let's go ahead and pause for the playing of the national anthem. Tip-off is next. Keep it right here. This is high school basketball, Twin Lakes style on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And we welcome you back to South Central Calhoun Middle School in Rockwell City, the site of tonight's Twin Lakes Conference basketball doubleheader. St. Mary's taking on South Central Calhoun. Simon Fuller, our on-site producer and engineer. My name is Tanner Hoops. Delighted to have you with us. Should be a couple of fun ones. St. Mary's will operate left to right as you see it across your screen, wearing their black uniforms, and South Central Calhoun in the white. They operate right to left. Ball is in the air. The opening tap won by Riley Batta. That's tapped out of bounds, and it'll go to St. Mary's. No time ran off the clock. The Panthers will inbound it just in front of the South Central Calhoun bench with Neely Bacon. And Bacon will trigger it in toward Lamonis near the midcourt stripe. Lamonis, couple of dribbles, then dishes off to the left wing for Green, and now down low. They try to work it to Bacon, and the pass is intercepted away by Schleisman. Schleisman coming the other end for South Central Cal. Schleisman picks up the dribble, kicks out Batta left wing. Batta employs the dribble, gets it back to Schleisman on the far side of the floor. Schleisman driving, bounces underneath, looking for Batta. Whistle, jump ball called as the Panther got in there and tied things up with 7:47 to go in quarter number one. Alternating arrow favors South Central Calhoun. So on that opening tip, they say Batta and the Titans never established possession. Quick hitter on the inbound, got deflected away out of bounds by Sidney Hurd off a quick shot attempt from McAllister. And it'll stay with South Central Calhoun as Schleisman will trigger it in. Does so to the far side of the floor. Now Bata has it up top. Bata looking to go inside. Now kicks it out. Bringing it out is McKinney. McKinney, she'll kick it over to the wing for an open look at a three. McAllister, and she knocks it down to give South Central Calhoun a 3-0 lead. McAllister shooting just 18% behind the arc. But she gets the scoring going. A near steal is Hurd having trouble with it in the backcourt. Gets called for a 10-second violation. 7:22 to go in the opening quarter. And South Central Calhoun leads 3-0. It'll be McKinney to trigger it in. But right now our official making sure that the arrow flipped from the last change of possession. They have that figured out. We're ready to get back to basketball. Looking. They'll inbound to Schleisman. Schleisman rotate to Bata, the Northern State commit. Bata, second team All-State a season ago. Number 4 in white. Finds Schleisman, who'll kick it out to the wing. McAllister tries another three, and she knocks it down. It's 6-0 Titans. McAllister again, sub 20% from behind the arc, but she's the difference in this ball game right now, 1 minute in. Quickly, they'll work it ahead. The Panthers trying to beat the full court press, and they do. Get it into the front court, near side with Green. Green, crossover dribble. Green will lob to the foul line. A jump shot from Sydney Hurd is no good, but she's fouled, and she will head to the line to shoot 2. 6:49 to play here in quarter number 1. Hurd in even 50% at the foul line this year. As that foul goes on Patterson, her first of the game on either team, and Hurd leaves the first foul shot short. One more coming. 6-0 South Central Calhoun. Second foul shot is good, and St. Mary's is on the board. 6-1 Titans as they quickly work it into the front court with Schleisman. Schleisman will rotate out to the wing for McAllister. Back to Schleisman, now to Bata. She'll try a three from the left wing. It's around the rim, no good. Rebound is battled for and pulled down by Hurd for St. Mary's. She wants to push it. 3-on-2 developing. Sydney going right to the rack, no good, and a charge is called. That'll go against Hurd, her first, and the team's first. 90 seconds into this game, 6-1, South Central Calhoun on top. And here come the Titans as they'll walk it across the midcourt stripe with Bata, daughter of head coach Kurt Bata. Led the Titans to a 19-6 season and a state tournament berth in his rookie season a year ago. Far end of the floor, Patterson. They'll find Schleisman. Crossover dribble, right foul line extended. Dumps it underneath to a wide open McAllister, and then Hurd got back and was able to block the shot. Sydney Hurd already 2 blocks, had 5 in the first quarter last night against Sioux Central. Was 4th in the state in blocks a year ago with 86 total. And she'll be right up there again if she stays healthy. Bounce pass goes to Bacon. Bacon just inside the arc, gets tied up. And the arrow favors St. Mary's. 5:47 to go here in quarter number 1. 6-1, South Central Calhoun out in front. Lamonis will trigger in. She looks and lobs to Hurd near the right wing, and she gets fouled as she receives the inbounds pass. Patterson will pick up her second. And that will activate the South Central Calhoun bench. And we'll get our first sub into the contest. Olivia Toms, 5-foot junior, averaging 4.5 points and 3 assists per game. 5:46 to go, quarter number 1. 6-1, South Central Calhoun on top. Green with a basketball lob down low to Hurd behind the defense, who lays it off the window and in. St. Mary's first field goal makes it a one-possession game at 6-3. Schleisman into the front court. Schleisman driving, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound Hurd. St. Mary's can tie with a 3 this trip down. Lamonis still within the backcourt. She'll find Hurd. Hurd still yet to cross the midcourt stripe. She does now with 5:18 to play. Rotate up top Lamonis. And Lamonis will back it out. Lamonis dribbling between the circles. Picks it up and looks for help. Bounces to Landgraf. Make that Green instead of Landgraf. Up to the top of the key, now inside the arc for Hurd. She puts up a floater. It's around the rim, no good. Rebounds offensive, though, for Isabel Landgraf. They go up top to Green, now to Bacon in the quarter. Bacon driving the baseline, spinning, goes back up top to Green. A three for the tie on the way. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bata. 4:48 to go in the opening quarter. 6-3 Titans. Schleisman with the basketball in the front court. Schleisman rotate to Bata up top and now to Toms on the left wing. Back to Bata. Bata cross-court feed. McAllister had a wide open look at a three and passed on it. Instead, they dish off to Schleisman. Schleisman will kick it over to the left wing and now back up to the top for Toms. Toms will step into a jump shot and knock it down, and it's 8-3 South Central Calhoun. 4:21 to play here in the opening quarter. Full court press remains on. St. Mary's will see that most of this season. Quickly working it ahead. They beat the press, and a lob pass down low to Hurd, who was behind the defense, lays it off the window and in. I beg your pardon. That's 30. That's Isabel Landgraf. So Landgraf gets the bucket. It's once again a one-possession game at the 4-minute mark in the opening quarter. Schleisman driving the other end, trying to go coast to coast, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Hurd for St. Mary's. Lamonis with it. She'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Lamonis bounce pass to the left foul line, extended for Landgraf, and now to Green in the left wing. Down low, they'll make its way to Lamonis, who lays it off the window and in. It's a one-point game. St. Mary's finding some success with those backdoor cuts. And it's a one-point game, 8-7, with 3:36 to go in the opening quarter. With the basketball, Schleisman looking to drive, picks up the dribble, dishes to Bata, right elbow. Bata cross-court feed to Toms, now rotates Schleisman, left wing three, got it! Big time shot for Schleisman. Shooting 30% from behind the arc this year. St. Mary's quickly trying to work it ahead and beat the press. They do. Get into the front court. Tip ball out of bounds. Went back off of Landgraf on its way out. And it'll be South Central Calhoun's basketball. We'll get our first St. Mary's sub of the game. That'll be Avery Smith, a sophomore, averaging about a rebound per. 11-7 South Central Calhoun as we approach the 3-minute mark here in quarter number one. Schleisman with the basketball. Schleisman dribbling between the circles, defended by Bacon. Schleisman looking to drive, now brings it back out. Rotate to the left wing, McKinney, and now back to Schleisman. Schleisman on the right wing, crosses over, steps back for a three. It's around the rim, no good, but the rebound's offensive and the putback block. It was the 5-footer Toms going up against the 6'2 Sydney Hurd, and Sydney won that battle, blocked out of bounds, but not before deflecting off a white jersey beforehand. 11-7 is our score, and a quick steal off the inbounds pass. Layup from Bata, no good. Rebound Hurd. Schleisman had the steal, and Bata point blank. She's going to want that one back. Near steal near the midcourt stride. Bacon will work it ahead. And with the basketball, Smith dribbling along the baseline. She'll kick it out to the corner for Bacon. Bacon rotating up top. Her pass intercepted by Schleisman. A 2-on-2 developing for the Titans, and now Schleisman will back it out and find Bata for a baseline jump shot. No good. Rebound is loose on the floor and pulled down by Hurd, and she wants to push it. 2:11 to go in the opening quarter. Hurd will rotate out to the left wing for Green. Green will employ the dribble, defended by Schleisman, picks it up and goes to the left elbow for Lamonis. Lamonis, back to Green, back to Lamonis. Layup rejected by the bottom of the rim. The right idea, but couldn't get it to fall. Into the front court quickly with Schleisman. Schleisman right at the top of the key. Schleisman will curl around, bring it back out, and now flip the court and get it to Toms. Toms driving the paint, gets it to go. Olivia Toms with 4 points off the bench, and it's 13-7. South Central Calhoun's lead is 6. There's a quick tip ball off the inbounds pass, near steal out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Mary's. And a sub into the ball game for the Titans. That'll be Claire Rhea, a 5'8 junior, averaging a point and a rebound per. St. Mary's inbounding, needing to go the length of the floor. 1:35 to go in the opening quarter. 6-point Titan lead, and a quick foul as St. Mary's tried to push it to the middle with Hurd. She got bumped to the floor. Third foul against South Central Calhoun. And we'll see who they get this on. I think it's on Toms. It is. So number 1 on her. Final 90 seconds of this opening quarter. 13-7, South Central Calhoun on top. Hurd makes the catch near the foul line, drives to the bucket, can't get it to drop, but the rebound tapped out and is offensive. Green will put it up. Shot blocked, deflected out of bounds, off St. Mary's. Went back off Green's foot as she was standing on the baseline. And South Central Calhoun will bring it across with Schleisman. Schleisman directing traffic, dribbling between the circles. Approaches atop the key, now drives in and stripped of the basketball, lost out of bounds. It'll stay with the Titans. 1:05 to go in the quarter, 22 seconds on the shot clock. And Schleisman looking, will trigger it into Bata up top. Bata between the circles, cross-court feed to a wide-open Schleisman for three. Can't get it to fall, but the rebound offensive for Bata. Bata rotates up top, now driving in. Toms puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound kept alive out of bounds. It'll be South Central Calhoun basketball. Last touch by a Panther. Another Titan sub. Checks into the game, Mia Babcock, 5'8" junior. She averages 2 points, 3 rebounds per. 51 seconds left in the opening quarter. 13-7, Titans by 6. Inbound goes to Bata. She'll turn and hand it off. And now Schleisman gets it to the foul line, puts up a floater in the paint, and gets it to go. Largest lead for South Central Calhoun, 15-7. There's about a 6-second difference between the game and shot clocks. And a bounce pass off a Titan knee, and that's picked up by Toms. Shot clock turned off, and Schleisman recognizes that. Dishes underneath to Bata, who's fouled as she went up for the shot. Schleisman was slowing it down. She was going to hold for one, but then she saw Bata streaking along with her and decided to give her the rock. And she gets fouled going up with the shot. Second team foul against St. Mary's, and they'll get green for this, her first. Bata misses the first foul shot. One more coming. 73% of the line this year. Bata averaging 23.6 points a game as she makes the second foul shot. That ranks 5th in the state of Iowa in Class 2A. St. Mary's quickly looking to push it ahead. They beat the press. Here's Smith at the low block. No good on the jump shot. Rebound loose on the floor. It's picked up by Babcock, and then she's fouled with 14 seconds to play. This will go against Bacon, number 1 on her. Team fouls are even at 3 apiece. So no shot clock. South Central Cal can hold for 1. They lead 16-7. And Schleisman will walk it across the midcourt stripe. Schleisman between the circles with 6. Schleisman rotate to the wing for Toms. A 3 is no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it'll belong to St. Mary's with 1.8 seconds to play in the quarter. And St. Mary's backing up. They'll inbound this one. Bacon fumbles the ball, and that will end the opening quarter. We're through 1 in Rockwell City. It's South Central Calhoun 16, St. Mary's 7. Second quarter on the way in just a moment on FDS.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Start of quarter number 2 here in Rockwell City. Storm Lake St. Mary's visiting the Titans. 16-7, South Central Calhoun leads after 1. And Toms will trigger it into Schleisman to get us underway here in the second stanza. Rotate over to Toms on the right wing. Toms driving in, picks it up at the elbow, now goes up top and looking to drive in. They'll bring it back out for Bata. Bata picks it up, rotate back to the corner, and a foul called against South Central Cal. 16 seconds into the second quarter. And the inbound will go to Hurd. Hurd will look, survey the floor, and now get it ahead to Lemonis, who brings it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Bacon. Bacon right at the top of the key, driving in. Bacon picks up the dribble, looks for help, and then Bacon gets tied up. And the alternating arrow favors St. Mary's. 30 seconds into quarter number 2. Personnel heading to the wrong end of the floor. They get everybody where they need to be. Shot clock doesn't reset. That's at 20 and counting down. Landgraf with the basketball. She'll rotate between the circles. Lemonis. Lemonis picks up the dribble, then gets tied up. And the arrow will give the ball back to South Central Calhoun. 7:22 to go, first half. 16-7. South Central Calhoun on top of St. Mary's. Lob pass to Bata, right foul line extended. Bata picks it up, goes cross court to Babcock. They shovel it down low to Bata. Layup no good. Rebound pulled down by Bacon. And here comes St. Mary's. 1 minute gone by here in quarter number 2. Quick pass deflected away and stolen. The steal for Toms. They'll work it ahead to Schleisman. She has her pass deflected away and out of bounds by the long arms of Sydney Hurd. And the Titans will trigger in underneath the Panther bucket. Schleisman inbound to the corner, now rotate up top. Bata for a 3. It's around the rim, no good, but the rebound offensive for Schleisman, and she'll bring it out and now find Bata cutting to the rack, who lays it off the window and in. Double-digit lead for the Titans at 18-7, 6:40 to go in quarter number 2. Full court press remains on as they work it ahead. Deflected ball. Bacon able to regain it. Still in the backcourt. Deflected again. Hurd will tap it ahead, and that keeps St. Mary's from getting slapped with a 10-second call. Lemonis will rotate to the corner. Now down low for Landgraf. Deflected ball and stolen by Bata. Bata quickly working it ahead into the front court. Schleisman. Schleisman crossover dribble near the right baseline. Schleisman will bring it out. Schleisman crosses over. Shovel pass underneath. Good head fake, but the layup missed by Babcock, and the rebound pulled down by Hurd. 18-7, Titans by 11. 6-minute mark here in quarter number 2. With the basketball, Lemonis top of the key. Lemonis will rotate to Green. Green between the circles. Bounce pass deflected, but not stolen. Now is stolen. Loose on the floor, and bodies dive for it. The Titans will come away with it. That steal credited to Babcock. Quickly into the front court. Toms will feed Bata for 3. It's no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it's off of St. Mary's. A trio of Titans subs into the ball game. McAllister, McKinney, and Patterson all back on the floor. 5:39 to go here in quarter number 2, but first Nick Landgraf will spend a full timeout, his first. We'll take it with him. 5:39 to go, 18-7 South Central Cal. This is Twin Lakes basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
5:39 to go in half number 1. 18-7 South Central Calhoun leads St. Mary's by 11. Bata with the basketball top of the key, picked up by Bacon, now picks up her dribble. Rotate to the corner. McAllister, deflected ball, still made its way to Schleisman. Schleisman looking to slice in the lane, puts up a floater and gets it to go off the back of the rim. It's 20-7. South Central Calhoun leads by 13. 5:20 to go in the first half, and the Panthers quickly will work it ahead. With the basketball is Green, and did she dribble on the end line? Yes, she did. Out of bounds turnover. It goes back to South Central Cal. 16-7 was the score after one quarter. South Central Calhoun has the only two buckets here in the second. Schleisman with the basketball, rotate Patterson. Patterson to the left of the top, the key for McKinney. Now back to Patterson up top. Patterson, they'll rotate it over to Schleisman now in the corner. Crossover dribble defended by Lamonis. Lob pass down low now for Patterson. Across court feed to McKinney. Open for three. It's good. 23-7 South Central Calhoun. McKinney, who's only hitting 10% of her three-point shots, knocks it down. And a near steal. It will end up going to South Central Calhoun as they deflected the inbounds pass out of bounds after last touching a Panther player. And Schleisman will trigger into Patterson, left wing. Patterson, they'll rotate around the horn, back to Schleisman, right wing. Schleisman, crossover dribble, picks it up. She'll hand it off to Bada. Bada, left elbow, steps back for a jumper. It's no good. The rebound kept alive and nearly offensive. Instead, it's pulled down by Green. St. Mary's a 2-on-none break. Lamonis leading the charge and misses the layup, point blank. Rebound, Schleisman. And now a 4-on-2 for the Titans. Quickly, the other end, bounce pass, layup, good. Getting the bucket that time, McAllister. She's got 8 points. 25-7. South Central Calhoun by 18 with 4:07 to go. And a quick steal, bucket, and a foul. And that'll put Patterson at the line. Shooting one with 4:06 to go. And let's see, they're going to get a timeout on the floor. Let's keep it here during that. 4:06 to go here in the first half. And to set that scene for you, a quick steal off the inbounds. Patterson got it, was fouled, and now has an opportunity at an and one free throw coming up. The foul goes against Lamonis, number one on her, the team's fourth. Patterson, who's only been to the line twice thus far, will have an opportunity to do so here. Meanwhile, her team leading by 20 at 27-7. The midway point in the second quarter. On the floor for St. Mary's, Landgraf, Hurd, Bacon, Lamonis. And I think we'll have a newcomer into the ball game. That is Ashley Camacho, a sophomore, in the ball game for the first time. Patterson 1 for 2 at the line this season. Her and one try is good. 28-7 South Central Calhoun. Looking, deflected ball off the inbound. It's stolen away by Babcock. Bounce pass to Schleisman. Schleisman crossover dribble defended by Landgraf. Schleisman driving in the lane, puts up a floater with her right hand, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hurd for St. Mary's. 3:50 to go here in quarter number 2. Lamonis with a basketball across the midcourt stripe. Lamonis rotate Landgraf down low to Hurd. Layup off the window, no good. Got her own miss. Put back, no good. Off the window. Rebound for McAllister. 3:37 to go here in half number 1. And Schleisman quickly across the midcourt stripe. Schleisman right at the top. The key drives in. Now kicks to the left wing. McAllister now to the corner. Patterson for 3, and she knocks it down. Breanne Patterson gives her team a 30-7 lead. Full court press on and a foul called at midcourt. That'll be the 4th against South Central Cal. Team fouls even at 4 apiece. And we'll get a couple of Titan subs into the ball game. Toms is back on the floor, as is Bada. At one point, this was a 13-7 ball game. And South Central Calhoun currently enjoys a 17-0 run. Down low to Hurd. Layup off the window, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Babcock. And here come the Titans again. Tom's running the point. She'll rotate to McKinney, and out of the baseline, McAllister. Jumper doesn't catch iron, but the rebound offensive for McKinney. Out to Toms for a long 2, and she knocks it down. She was toeing the line. It's a 2. 2:52 to go in the first half. 32-7 South Central Cal, and then a foul against the Titans as they tried to strip the basketball from Lamonis. That'll be against McAllister, her first, team's 5th. And Smith is back into the ball game for St. Mary's. She'll replace Landgraf. Lamonis will trigger it in for the Panthers and do so to Bacon. And Bacon will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Bacon picks up the dribble, finds Hurd at the right elbow. Hurd gives it back to Bacon, who lost the basketball, and she'll regain it before it heads out of bounds and then rotates back to the top for Hurd. Now to Bacon, down low Lamonis. Lamonis leading, shooting, it's blocked, and a rebound for Bada after blocking the shot. 2:26 to go first half. Quickly into the front court. Bada, bounce pass for Toms. Toms, left elbow jumper, no good. Rebound loose and pulled down by Green for St. Mary's. Lamonis back to Green. St. Mary's trying to get on the scoreboard here in the second quarter, trying to put an end to what's become a 19-0 Titan run. Hurd with the basketball, turns in the paint, shoots and scores. And with 2:03 to go in the half, St. Mary's has their first points of the second quarter. Toms across midcourt, rotate to the left wing, McAllister. McAllister up top for McKinney. McKinney to Toms on the right wing. Toms looking to drive in. Toms lost the basketball, but was pushed. That'll be a St. Mary's foul, their sixth. Check that, team's fifth foul. Team fouls even at 5 apiece. It allows subs into the ball game for both teams, Schleisman and Landgraf for their respective squads. Foul will go against Avery Smith, number 1 on her. 1:46 to go until halftime. 32-9, South Central Cal. Quick shoot three is no good from Toms. Rebound is pulled down and then taken away after Smith pulled it down. McAllister steals it for Schleisman. Schleisman tried a no-look pass, got deflected away, and then the jump ball called as McAllister got tied up. Arrow favors St. Mary's. Final 93 seconds of this first half. Inbound will go to Hurd. Hurd baseball pass is picked off near midcourt by Babcock. And then a whistle and a travel call against Babcock. Gives it back to St. Mary's near midcourt with 1:27 to play. Boys game will follow. We'll have that for you here in FDS. It's our hope you stick around. With the basketball, Lamonis rotate to the wing for Green, and Green now down low for Hurd. Hurd rotate back to Green, now to Landgraf, left wing, and Landgraf's pass deflected, still made its way to Hurd, but that Hurd pass sails over the head of Bacon out of bounds. And a sub into the ball game for South Central Calhoun, and that'll be Riet. She will trigger in. 1:11 to play here in half number 1. Schleisman with the basketball, and she'll work it across the midcourt stripe. Schleisman between the circles. Schleisman defended by Bacon, crosses over, now rotates down low. McAllister shovel pass, Riet now out to Babcock for a 2. That's no good. Rebound battled for, and a foul called, I think, against St. Mary's. It is against South Central Calhoun. It's on McAllister. That's her second. That was South Central Calhoun's last to give. 56 seconds left in the first half. Hurd with the basketball in the backcourt. She'll leave it for Green. Ahead for Bacon across midcourt. And then the ball's poked free from her. And Schleisman saves it from going out of bounds. Threw it behind her back. And then a jump ball called as Landgraf ties up McAllister. 42 seconds left in the half. Arrow favors the Titans as they sub in Patterson. So a 7-second difference between the game and shot clocks. To the corner, it's Patterson. Goes up top for Riet, and Riet to the left wing. Schleisman down low for Bada, and it went between her legs. Taken away by Hurd, and then she falls. Taken right back by Schleisman, who lays it off the window and in. 23 seconds left, first half. Shot clock turned off. 34-9, South Central Calhoun. Hurd into the front court. Lob pass ahead behind the defense. Smith off the window, no good. Rebound battle for, it's loose, and a foul called, I think, with 10 seconds left. And that'll go against Bacon, number 2 on her. That was St. Mary's last to give. So team fouls even at 6. We've got 10 seconds left in the first half, and Lamonis will sub in for St. Mary's. They'll inbound this one to Schleisman. She'll let it roll past midcourt before picking it up. It was a smart move. Out to Bada for 3. It's good. 5 seconds left. St. Mary's will try to get it in. 2 seconds and 1. They do, but they won't get a shot off. And that is the way the first half comes to an end. A second quarter dominated by the Titans. They lead 37-9 at the break. We'll have the halftime show presented by Buena Vista Regional Medical Center after this on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And we welcome you back to Rockwell City. Halftime at our Twin Lakes girls basketball contest. Storm Lake St. Mary's trails South Central Calhoun 37-9. It was back and forth early on. South Central Calhoun never trailed, jumped out to a 6-0 lead, but St. Mary's got it down to 3 on a couple of occasions after that. It was 16-7 South Central Cal after a quarter, but then they dominated the second. They went on a 19-0 run, and they will take a 37-9 lead into the break. Don't forget, we've got the boys game on the other side once we wrap up here, but we'll have both games here for you on FDS, and it's our hope that you stick around for that. Should be a fun one coming up a little bit later on tonight. 37-9 South Central Calhoun. Our halftime coverage brought to you by the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. Let's take a break. We'll keep the camera here and come back for the second half in a matter of minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is Twin Lakes Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions. We welcome you back to Rockwell City. Start of the second half is imminent. Storm Lake St. Mary's trailing South Central Calhoun 37-9 at the break. Back and forth early on. St. Mary's never had the lead, but they did get it down to 3 on a couple of occasions. South Central Cal led 16-0 after a quarter. They had a 19-0 run in the second frame, and that's where we stand at 37-9. Boys game to follow. We'll have that for you as well here on FDS, and it's our hope that you stick around for that one. Should be a lot of fun. St. Mary's team's home twice next week. Alta-Riley is in town on Tuesday, and then East Sac County will visit the Panther Pit a week from tonight. South Central Calhoun teams will travel to visit South Hamilton tomorrow. A couple of makeup games, a 5:30, make that 5 and 6:30 start in that doubleheader. Panthers with the basketball operating right to left as you see it on your screen to begin half number 2. Rotating over to the corner with Bacon. Bacon looks and looks and now bounces it to Green. Green immediately swarmed in a double team, then finds Hurd behind the defense. Layup too strong. Offensive rebound. Put back. Bacon no good. Rebound for Schleisman. Schleisman quickly across the midcourt stripe. Pass deflected away and stolen. The steal for Bacon. The deflection, I think, will go to Natalie Green. Check that. That's Landgraf rather than Green. 30 instead of 10. Shot missed, and the rebound for Batta. They quickly work ahead. Schleisman will feed McAllister. Shot partially blocked and did not catch iron. Rebound pulled down by St. Mary's. The shot blocked by Green. 50 seconds into the second half. It's 37-9, South Central Calhoun. And a deflected ball loose on the floor, stolen away by Schleisman. Then a whistle and a foul called with 7:03 to go here in quarter number 3. Foul will go on St. Mary's, and that'll be the third against Neely Bacon. Across the midcourt stripe, it'll be Patterson with it on the right wing. Patterson will rotate to McKinney between the circles. McKinney back to Patterson now at the left wing. She'll dish over to the corner for Schleisman. Inside the arc for Batta. Bounce pass underneath, and the layup missed by McAllister. Rebound pulled down by Lamonis for St. Mary's. 6:40 to go, third quarter. Here come the Panthers. Green with the basketball between the circles. Green with a bullet pass down low, deflected and stolen by Batta. Batta will look and find McKinney. Push it ahead to Schleisman. Schleisman driving right side of the floor. Schleisman lost the handle on the basketball. It's loose, and Schleisman will pick it back up. Didn't want to get called for a double dribble, but never really gotten St. Mary's possession either. Had to be careful. Schleisman has it back, puts up a runner in the lane. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by St. Mary's and Green. 6:07 to go, third quarter, 37-9, South Central Cal. Long pass into the front court. Green will rotate to the corner for Bacon. Bacon back to Green in the right wing. Green looking, goes inside the arc. Lamonis and out of Landgraf. Cross-court feed. Bacon down low. Hurd back to Bacon for a corner. 3, it's no good. Rebound is offensive, though, for Lamonis. Lamonis underneath. Lamonis into a double team looking for help. She gets bumped and fouled. First foul of the half against South Central Calhoun. It comes with 5:41 to go, third quarter. And it'll be charged to McKinney, number 1 on her. Sub into the game for St. Mary's. Camacho back in the floor. Looking, Bacon. With Batta on ball, she'll trigger it in and find Hurd up top. Hurd defended by Schleisman, drives in. Jump shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by McAllister. And here come the Titans. 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. We're yet to have our first points of the second half. Batta with the basketball, turning, shooting, no good, but she's fouled. And Riley Batta will head to the line to shoot 2 with 5:26 to go, third quarter. That'll go against Hurd. That'll be her second and the team's second. Batta 1 of 2 at the line tonight, 73% on the year, and the first one spins in. One more coming. 38-9, South Central Calhoun leading St. Mary's. First and only meeting this year between these two Twin Lakes foes. Second foul shot on the way. It's around the rim and in. 30-point lead for South Central Calhoun. Across the midcourt stripe, it's Green. Full court press taken off to start the second half. Landgraf back to Green up top. Green driving in. Green nearly stripped of the basketball. Able to regain it. Finds Lamonis. Lamonis in front of the St. Mary's bench. Gets it to Green. Green top of the key. We get a whistle and a foul against South Central Calhoun with 5:06 to go in the third. That'll go against Schleisman, number 1 on her. Team second. Inbounds pass deflected away and stolen. The steal for Patterson. Quickly into the front court with Schleisman. Schleisman bounces down low. Bata turns and shoots, and it's no good. And out of bounds off a Panther. And it'll stay with South Central Calhoun. 4:56 to go here in quarter number 3. Inbounds pass, catch and shoot. And that's left short in the long 2 from Bata. Rebound to St. Mary's. And they'll work it across with 4:45 to play in quarter number 3. Hurd with the basketball, guarded by Patterson, trying to back her down. Turns and spins at the right elbow. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bata for South Central Calhoun. Bata into the front court. Cross-court feed to Schleisman. Right wing 3. Nothing but the bottom of the barrel for Kylie Schleisman. Schleisman's second team all TLC a year ago. Driving on the other end, Green kicks out to Bacon for a long 2. That doesn't catch iron, and the rebound off a Panther shoe and in the hands of Schleisman. Schleisman, a long lead pass ahead for a teammate Bata, who then double dribbles and turns it over. Goes back to St. Mary's. Riet back in the game for South Central Calhoun. 4:09 to play, third quarter. South Central Calhoun is going to get about a full week off from conference play after this game wraps up. Next 2 games will be non-conference. Tomorrow at South Hamilton, Tuesday against Humboldt, as Sydney Hurd fouled going up for a jump shot. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 3:57 to go in the third quarter. That'll be the third foul, both against McAllister and South Central Calhoun. And Hurd back at the line. Takes a few dribbles, dips the knees. The first one is good. And subs into the ball game. It'll be Babcock on the floor for South Central Calhoun. Smith will check in for St. Mary's. Out there with Landgraf, Camacho, Lamonis, and Hurd. Second foul shot doesn't catch iron. And he'll go out of bounds back to South Central Calhoun. I think we misidentified a St. Mary's player, so let's set the lineup here while we have a chance. It's Green, Smith, Hurd, Lamonis, and Landgraf. So the 5 starters on the floor for head coach Nick Landgraf. Here's a quick steal from Sydney Hurd, and then a whistle and a foul called against South Central Calhoun. And that'll go against Riet. Number 1 on her, team's 4th, 3:45 to go, third quarter, 42-9, South Central Calhoun on top. Into the front court, Lamonis. She'll lob it to the left wing for Green as Green looks and then feeds Smith, and a bounce pass down over to Hurd, and now back out to Green. Puts up a tough shot from the left side of the floor, no good. Rebound is offensive though for Lamonis. Lamonis looking, bounces it off of Riet's foot and into the hands of Patterson. 3:17 to go here in the third. Quickly into the front court. Shovel underneath, and now a kick out. Babcock for a long 2. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Green for St. Mary's. Green will look to push it ahead and now finds Hurd, and the ball stolen away but then taken right back by Green as Babcock fell to the floor and a timeout called by St. Mary's and head coach Nick Landgraf. We'll take it with him. 3:01 to go, third quarter. South Central Calhoun 42, St. Mary's 9. This is Twin Lakes Basketball and Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
3:01 to go, third quarter, 42-9. South Central Calhoun leading St. Mary's. And the inbound goes to Lamonis. We'll work this one ahead for the Panthers, looking for their first points of half number 2. Lamonis picks up the dribble just outside the center jump circle, lobs to Hurd. Hurd will kick it out for Green. Green in the right wing looking to drive in and throws it back. Tried to feed it back to Lamonis, deflected away by Bata and stolen by Riyad. Riyad with it. She'll get it back to Bata. Bata will push it ahead for Schleisman, who works it across midcourt. Schleisman right at the top. The key goes down low for Riyad. Riyad bounce pass to the corner. Babcock, and now up top Schleisman. Schleisman drives the paint and puts up a floater, gets it to go, and it's 44-9. South Central Calhoun leading by 35. 2:20 to go here in this third quarter. Running clock will be in effect. A lead of 35 points or greater in the second half. There's a steal near midcourt. Bata one-on-one to the basket. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hurd for St. Mary's. 2:03 to go here in the third quarter. Across the midcourt stripe, it's Hurd. Hurd, bounce pass to Green on the right wing. Green back to Hurd. Hurd will look to drive in on Patterson, and a whistle foul called against South Central Calhoun with 1:46 to go third quarter. And subs into the ball game. That'll be Bacon along with Toms for their respective teams. So looking. Lamonis will inbound to the corner for Bacon. Bacon's pass deflected away and stolen by Riyad. And here come the Titans. 1:24 to go here in this third quarter. Schleisman dribbles off her foot and out of bounds. It'll go back to St. Mary's. 1:16 to go, third quarter. Clock moving with the 35-point second half lead. Lamonis looking. Lamonis still looking and then throws it away. It's a turnover. With the ball ending up in the hands of South Central Calhoun's Toms. Quickly, the Titans looking on the other end as Toms kicks it out to Schleisman for a three. It's around the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hurd. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Hurd looking to go coast to coast, right to the rack. Layup good, off the window and in. 44-11 with 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Schleisman into the front court, kicks to the corner. Babcock back to Schleisman. Schleisman rotate Toms, and now the left wing. Bata will try a three. It's around the rim, no good, but the rebound offensive put back good for Babcock. 46-11 with 22 seconds to play. Third quarter shot clock turned off. Into the front court, Lamonis. Lamonis, top of the key, picks up the dribble, pass deflected into the backcourt, not stolen. Hurd able to track it down. They're going to say no deflection. They say that was not deflected by Riley Bata. It's just going to be an over and back against St. Mary's, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Clock doesn't stop with the 35-point lead, and the final seconds expire. And we're set to head to the fourth. 46-11 South Central Calhoun. Fourth quarter is on the way. Don't you go away on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Start of quarter number 4 here in Rockwell City. 46-11 South Central Calhoun leads St. Mary's. The Titans have not trailed. They had a 19-0 run to help them separate midway through the first half. They have the basketball now in the hands of Riyad, who lets a long two go. It's no good. Deflected out of bounds. Could not be saved by McKinney. Clock continues to roll with the lead of 35 points or more in the second half. We're down to 7:38 to go. Lamonis will bounce it ahead to Green. Green left at the top of the key, picks up the dribble, looks for help. Green will rotate to the corner. Bacon lob to her down low, lays it off the window, but it rims out, and the rebound's pulled down by McKinney. Now the Titans look to push it with Toms, working it ahead, lays it up and in. 48-11, 7:16 to go here in regulation. Green into the front court, will rotate to Landgraf on the wing. Make that Bacon rather than Landgraf. Now it's Izzy, and she'll let it fly. No good. Rebound pulled down by Babcock. 1 minute into this fourth quarter, 48-11, South Central Calhoun in command. With the basketball, right wing McKinney. She'll rotate up top. And now looking to drive in as Toms crosses over and now bounces it to the right elbow for Babcock. Back to Toms for a three. It's no good. Rebound for Sydney Hurd. Hurd quickly looking to push on the other end. Hurd driving right to the rack, lays it off the window and in. 6:36 to go, regulation time. 48-13 our score. South Central Calhoun leads by 35. Quickly they find the entry pass to Babcock. As she gets fouled going up with a shot, she will shoot two. Foul will go against Green. That'll be St. Mary's third of the second half. And for Green, her second personal. So Babcock, who's only been to the line twice this year, misses the first one. That was also her first miss of the season, now 2 for 3 in that category. Couple of newcomers into the ball game for South Central Calhoun. Morgan McChesney, 5'8" freshman. Out there along with Adeline Wheelock, a 5'7" sophomore. Second foul shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes pinballing around. It's picked up by Lamonis. And Lamonis trying to throw it off somebody's foot to keep the possession alive. Throws it away instead. They'll kick it out for an open look and long two. It's no good. And then a deflected ball out of bounds after Lamonis pulled down the rebound. That two, courtesy, that attempt anyway, came courtesy of McChesney. South Central Calhoun 6 minutes away from a 7th consecutive victory after dropping their season opener to Storm Lake back in November. Bounce pass underneath, intercepted by Babcock. Babcock will work it ahead, and here come the Titans. They'll bring it across the midcourt stripe with Wheelock, and they'll rotate it to the corner for Riet. Riet across court feed. Looking to drive in. Wheelock puts it up. It's partially blocked. Rebound battle for loose on the floor, and it's out of bounds off of Riet. So St. Mary's ball, 5:20, I think that 5:32 to go, regulation time. Here come the Panthers across midcourt. It's Green, and her pass intercepted, taken away by McChesney, who's then called for a double dribble. Gives it right back to the Panthers. Clock continues to move down to 5:04 here in regulation. Bounce pass underneath her. Drop step layup won't go, but she's fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot two with 4:59 to play, regulation time. That was South Central Calhoun's last foul to give in the second half. It's the first personal on Mia Babcock. And the first foul shot here is good. One more coming. Second foul shot on the way, no good. Long rebound out, and that's tracked down by Riet. Riet and the Titans quickly looking to push into the front court, gets called for a travel. Scoop shot, layup, had that extra step to the bucket, and draws the whistle. 48-14, South Central Calhoun on top. 4:40 to go here in regulation. Bacon across the midcourt stripe. She'll rotate to the wing now for Lamonis. Lamonis picks up the dribble, goes up top to Green. Green continues to look and look. Green will rotate inside the arc for Hurd. Hurd finds Green. Her layup around the rim, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll head to the line with 4:23 left to play in regulation. 17 foul on the Titans, number 1 on McChesney. Green 7 of 10 at the foul line this season, makes the first one. She'll have one more coming. Smith is back into the ball game for St. Mary's, and she'll replace Landgraf. Second foul shot on the way. It's around the rim, no good. Rebound for Babcock. And here come the Titans. 4:18 to go, clock moving. McChesney with the basketball. Bounce pass deflected away, but the Titans maintain the possession with Toms. Toms will drive the lane, puts up a runner off glass, no good. Rebound Hurd, and a long outlet pass ahead for Avery Smith. 1-on-1 to the basket, shot blocked by Riot, and saved from going out of bounds by a Panther. St. Mary's still with it. Picking up the dribble, rotate over to the corner, now to the wing for Green. Green looking to drive in. Green puts up a jumper. It's off the heel of the rim. No good. Rebound is out of bounds. And it'll be St. Mary's basketball with 3:45 to go. 48-15. South Central Calhoun leads by 33. Looking. Inbound goes to the corner for Bacon. And Bacon's pass is intercepted by Toms. Toms with a 2-on-1 developing. Toms to the basket. Right hand layup. Good. 50-15 with 3:23 to go. Quickly on the other end with the basketball. Green picks up the dribble. Rotate out to Bacon. Bacon will swing it to Hurd in the center jump circle. Hurd, couple of dribbles to her left, then dishes to the corner. Bacon back to Hurd, left wing. 3:08 to go, clock counting down. Hurd puts up a baby hook, no good. Rebound pulled down by McChesney. And here come the Titans as they push it ahead. They've got a few more subs ready to check in. And I think that's why Kurt Batt is spending this time out. We'll keep it right here. South Central Calhoun sub into the ball game. Riley Jacobs, 5'9" freshman. We'll check in with 2:56 to go here in regulation. Boys game to follow. We'll have that for you right here on FDS. And it's our hope to have you joining us. Should be a fun one. Panther boys defeated last night by Sioux Central. And they'll look to bounce back and start 2023 on a high note. On the floor for South Central Calhoun, it'll be Toms, Wheelick, Babcock, Jacobs, and McChesney. For St. Mary's, it'll be Green out there along with Hurd, Camacho, Smith, and our fifth Panther is Bacon. Down low. They'll swing it out for Babcock, and her pass got intercepted and taken away by Hurd. And here come the Panthers. Hurd across the midcourt stripe. Hurd nearly had it poked away from her. This one is thrown away. Coming the other end. Driving down the lane. McChesney. Layup shot blocked by Hurd, but she got her own miss and dishes out with 2:30 to play. Rotate to the top of the key. Jacobs rotate to the corner. Now McChesney. Whistle travel called against South Central Calhoun. 2:18 to play. Clock counting down. 50-15. The Titans lead it by 35. Across the midcourt stripe, it'll be Green. Picks up the dribble. Green will rotate over to Bacon and down to the corner. Smith, bounce pass deflected out of bounds, and that'll stay with St. Mary's. Sub on the floor for the Panthers. That'll be Lara Pescal-Alfaro, a junior, into the ball game for the first time. 1:50 to go in this one. Inbound goes to the corner. Green with it. Green crosses over, defended by Jacobs. Picks up the dribble, looks for help. Green bullet pass inside the arc, deflected away, not stolen. Camacho's able to regain it. They'll rotate over to Smith, now left wing, drives in, bounce pass underneath, head fake, layup. Alfaro, no good, got her own miss. Put back is blocked by Babcock. Got her own miss again. Kick it out to the corner for a three on the way. That's missed by Green. Rebound pulled in by McChesney. 1:20 left in this one. 50-15 our score. Into the front court. Right elbow. Babcock will hand it off for Toms, and her jump shot no good. Off the heel of the rim. Rebound for Green. Green will look to work it ahead. And a timeout will be used by Nick Landgraf. I think he just wants to get a few more subs into the ball game as well. 65 seconds left in regulation. Let's keep it right here. Looks like they just want to get a few new players into the ball game, and they will. Bacon stays out there along with Smith and Alfaro. Camacho and Landgraf is back in the game. So the inbound goes to Bacon. Bacon will rotate to the right elbow. Alfaro, jumper, that's off the side of the backboard. That's out of bounds. And it'll go to South Central Calhoun with 50 seconds to play. No, they're going to say it was touched by a Titan. A Titan touched that ball on the way out, or perhaps in the shot attempt. Stays with St. Mary's. Looking, inbound underneath, goes to Landgraf, bounce pass out to Smith for a long jumper, and she knocks it down just inside the arc. 30 seconds left in this one, shot clock turned off. 50-17 our score. Quick bullet pass, and that's over the head of its intended target, Babcock, and St. Mary's will get it back with 20 seconds to play. Clock continues to move. Bacon will push it ahead into the front court. Pascal O'Faro with the basketball. She leans, can't shoot though, taken away by Jacobs as she was going up with it. 6 seconds left. Still in the backcourt. The Titans looking to push it ahead, and they do with Toms into the front court. They'll dribble away the final seconds, and South Central Calhoun will win their 7th in a row as they snap a 2-game losing streak against St. Mary's. 50-17 is the final. Let's take a timeout. Our post game begins now. That's coming up in just a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
We welcome you back to South Central Calhoun. Our final score in tonight's Twin Lakes Conference girls game, the Titans winners 50-17. It was back and forth early on, albeit St. Mary's never had a lead in the ball game. They were in a 6-0 hole out of the gate. They were able to climb within 3 at a couple of points in the opening quarter, but South Central Cal led 16-7 after 1. They had a 19-0 run midway through the first half, and that proved to be more than St. Mary's could catch up. They had a 37-9 lead at the break, 46-11 after 3 quarters, and the final score 50-17. With the win, South Central Calhoun is now 7-1. They're 5-0 in league play. As St. Mary's drops to 1-6, they're now 1-5 in the conference. Up next, the Panthers, a pair of home games. As Altarillia comes to town Tuesday, East Sac County will be at the Panther Pit a week from tonight. South Central Calhoun, they'll take on a ranked South Hamilton team tomorrow night, a 5 o'clock game at their place, and that is a makeup game from earlier this season. And then Tuesday, they're back home. They'll play Humboldt in Lake City Tuesday night for their next contest. All in all, it's a 50-17 victory for South Central Calhoun. We'll pause, but keep the camera here and get you set for the boys' contest. We'll do that here in a matter of minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is Twin Lakes Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions. Welcome back to South Central Calhoun Middle School for the back end of our Twin Lakes Conference doubleheader between the Storm Lake St. Mary's Panthers and the South Central Calhoun Titans. St. Mary's comes in 0-6 on the year. They're 0-5 in Twin Lakes Conference play. South Central Calhoun 5-1. They are 4-0 in the Twin Lakes. This is the 12th meeting in school history between the two sides. South Central Calhoun is 9-2 all-time against the Panthers, and they've won the last 9 overall meetings. St. Mary's last victory in the series came January 4th of 2013. St. Mary's was defeated last night 58-13 by Sioux Central in their 2023 opener. Their losses this season have come against Alta Aurelia, GTR Ray, West Bend Mallard, River Valley, Southeast Valley, and the aforementioned Sioux Center defeat. For South Central Calhoun, they have conference wins over East Sac County, GTR Ray, Manson, Northwest Webster, and Southeast Valley. Their only loss came back on December 6th, 52-36 against a really good Webster City team. Like the girls, they will head to South Hamilton tomorrow night to make up a game. On the boys' side, that was originally scheduled to be their season opener back in November. It'll be a 5 o'clock and a 6:30 start. Starts tomorrow for that doubleheader. South Central Calhoun boys, like the girls, have already had 2 games postponed in 2023. Monday, scheduled to take on OABCIG. That didn't happen. Tuesday, they had Emmitsburg, and that didn't happen. Up next, the Panthers have Alta Aurelia and East Sac County at home next week, Tuesday and Friday, respectively. South Central Calhoun, after they visit South Hamilton tomorrow, they welcome Humboldt on Tuesday. Let's meet tonight's starters, and we'll begin with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the St. Mary's Panthers. John Heitman is a senior leading the team with 2.5 assists per game. Lane Carlson is a senior. He averages 5.5 points per. Aiden Savassos is a senior. He is averaging about 1.5, 2 rebounds per game. Every Fetro is a junior. He's averaging just under 3 points and about 2.5 rebounds per. Rounding out the starting lineup, Bennett Smith, a senior, leading scorer at 13 points a game. Also the team's leading rebounder with 9 per contest. Head coach is Caden Howard. He's assisted by Logan Krause. Those are the St. Mary's Panthers, now the starters for the South Central Calhoun Titans. Joe Clark is a 6-foot senior. He averages 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. Keegan Sword is a 6'3 junior. He's the team's leading rebounder at 9.3 per contest. Gavin Batta is a 6'3 junior, 14.8 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Eli Wheelock, a 6-foot senior, team's leading scorer at 16.3 points a game and 5 rebounds per contest as well. Rounding out the starting lineup, Tyler Leitner, a 5'10 senior, team best 3.5 assists per ball game. He also averages 9.8 points. Head coach is Clive Clark. He's assisted by Don Erkenbrack. Those are the South Central Calhoun Titans, and those are tonight's starting lineups. Quick look around the Twin Lakes as we get set for boys action. Emmitsburg is at East Sac County. GTL Ray is visiting Manson Northwest Webster. West Bend Mallard at home with Sioux Central. Newell Fonda is at Pocahontas area. And Southeast Valley is at home taking on Alta Aurelia. These Titans atop the Twin Lakes standings. They're 4-0. They're there along with Sioux Central. Newell Fonda's 2-0. West Bend Mallard, Alta Aurelia tied for 4th at 2-1 in conference play. GTRA's 3-2. Manson Northwest Webster, East Sac both 2-2. Emmitsburg 1-1. Southeast Valley 1-5. Pokey is 0-4, and then St. Mary's 0-5 in league play. We are ready to get it going. The Panthers wearing their black uniforms with white and silver trim. They'll operate right to left across your screen to begin play. South Central Calhoun in their home white uniforms. They've got the silver numerals and a little bit of purple on the trim. Here's Gavin Battle launching a quick 3. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Fetro for St. Mary's. Only meeting of the year between the two squads. As this one is bounced to Heitman, top of the key. Heitman drives to the foul line, puts up a jumper and gets it to go, and St. Mary's is on the board first. A 2-0 Panther lead, 22 seconds into the game. On the other end, Leitner driving, deflected ball out of bounds. That'll stay with South Central Calhoun. They'll trigger it in underneath the Panther bucket with Batta. Looking, still looking, and now inbound goes to the corner. Wheelock will try a three, and he knocks it down and gives South Central Calhoun their first lead at 3-2, 35 seconds going by. Wheelock 36% from behind the arc. He is deadly with some space. With the basketball, Carlson bounce pass to the corner. It goes for Heitman. Heitman takes a couple of dribbles, then rotates it up top for Savassos, and now to Carlson, left side. Carlson rotates Savassos down low to Smith, trying to post up. Turnaround jumper is blocked, and the rebound pulled down by Wheelock. A lead pass for Leitner, reverse layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Heitman for St. Mary's. 1 minute gone by, 3-2, South Central Calhoun out in front. With the basketball, Heitman rotate to Savassos on the right wing. Savassos to Heitman in the corner. Heitman will survey the floor, dribble a couple of times with the left hand, then dish it off. Now go down low to Smith. Back out Heitman for a wing three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound for Batta. Here come the Titans across the midcourt stripe. Batta, stutter step, driving the paint. Throws a one-handed pass in. It's unable to be finished at the rack by Sword. Hung on the rim but would not drop. And the rebound pulled down by Smith. Here are the Panthers trailing 3-2 with the basketball. 1:50 into this game. Fetro rotate to the top, the key for Carlson. Carlson picks it up, bounces to Smith at the foul line. Smith will rotate out for Fetro, Heitman, and now to Carlson. One too many passes as it gets picked off by Wheelock. Into the front court for Leitner. Leitner dishes to Batta, who lays it off the window and in. 5-2, South Central Calhoun. Good pace of play up and down the floor here early on. Across the midcourt stripe, Heitman. And he'll rotate it over to the left wing for Savassos. Savassos had it poked away from him, gets it back. Wheelock defending him. Now rotate it out to the left wing now. Savassos inside the arc. It'll be Smith. Smith, couple of dribbles, then looking to dish off. Does so with Carlson. Carlson will rotate back up top for Heitman. Heitman will swing it on over to Carlson. Carlson picks it up, lob down low to Smith. Smith, reverse layup attempt, no good. Tried to beat the shot clock buzzer. Never touched the rim, but South Central Calhoun had the rebound. Clark will work it ahead. Now driving the paint. Wheelock lays it off the window and in. We have 4 new Titan players set to check in at the next opportunity. Wholesale subs almost. And we do have 5 Titans at the scores table, so line change coming at the next opportunity. 4:50 to go in the opening quarter. A little teardrop from Heitman. He gets it to fall, and it's 7-4. St. Mary's within 3. Quickly into the front court. Batta from downtown. That's no good. Got his own miss, though, and puts it up and in. Way to follow your shot, Gavin Batta. 9-4, South Central Calhoun. 4:30 to go in quarter number 1. Quickly into the front court. They'll rotate over to the wing for Carlson. Bounce pass down low, and he gets it back. They swing it up top. Savassos driving in, picks it up, and now rotates over to Heitman. Heitman, right wing, and a whistle, and did he step on the end line? Yes, he did. Savassos stepped out of bounds as he received that pass, and now the wholesale sub will take the floor for South Central Calhoun. We'll do our darndest with this. Bryce Bergquist, 6'3 junior, averaging just under 2 points per. Nolan Carver's a 5'11 senior, half a point per ball game. I also saw Brian Stieg, a 6' senior, 2.5 points a game check-in. We'll continue to set the lineup. They'll rotate out to Carver and now goes up top, looking to drive in with a bounce pass underneath. It got stolen by Carlson. That time it was Andrew Anderson trying to thread the needle, a 6' sophomore averaging 4 points per. 3:49 to go opening quarter. Savassos from the right elbow. Jumper won't go. Rebound for Carver. And they'll work it across with Anderson. Anderson will bounce pass it to Stieg in the corner. Stieg rotate up top, looking to drive in now. A head fake from Cole Higgins, a 6' sophomore, averaging 2.5 points a game, the 5th Titan on the floor. Long jumper on the way from Higgins behind the arc, and he knocks it down. Cole Higgins, 27% from behind the arc. Gives his team an 8-point lead. 3:16 to go opening quarter, 12-4. St. Mary's trailing by 8 with the basketball. Carlson's pass deflected away. It is stolen. Coming away with it is Higgins. They'll work it ahead now. Leaning, shooting, getting it to go is Bergquist, and a timeout called by St. Mary's. We'll take it with them. 3:01 to go opening quarter. South Central Calhoun 14, St. Mary's 4. This is Twin Lakes basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
3-minute mark here in quarter number one. 14-4. South Central Calhoun enjoys a 10-point lead. Savassos rotate Carlson now to Heitman. Down low, they get it to Smith. Drop step, can't get it to go though off the window. Rebound pulled down by Higgins. Works it ahead to Anderson. Anderson will rotate back to Higgins up top. Lob pass down low. Turnaround jumper is good for Bergquist. 16-4, South Central Calhoun leads by 12, 2:30 to go here in quarter number one. Across the midcourt stripe, Savassos receives a pass on the left wing, then dishes down low for Fetro. Fetro's pass deflected away, stolen by Anderson. Anderson of the Titans quickly working ahead. Bounce pass, Higgins underneath, deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Central Calhoun. Our first St. Mary's sub of the ball game, that'll be Jesus Melendez, a freshman. Out there along with Smith, Savassos, Carlson, and Heitman. Looking, Stieg will inbound it. And they'll rotate around the horn. Bergquist make that Higgins with the basketball. Rotate to Carver between the circles. Carver for Stieg, and now they'll go to the corner looking to drive Anderson. Anderson up top to Carver. Carver defended by Melendez. Hands it off to Anderson, who will try a three, and he knocks it down. 19-4, South Central Calhoun on top. Anderson, just his 7th made three-pointer this season. He's got a really good three-point shot now. 7 of 12 on the year. Just doesn't take it a whole lot. 1:35 to go. 3 on the way. It banks in for Lane Carlson. It snaps a 12-0 St. Mary's run. 12-0 South Central Calhoun run. Under 90 seconds left in the opening quarter. Turning, shooting, no good from Bergquist. Rebound pulled down by Heitman for St. Mary's. And here come the Panthers. 1:13 to go here in the opening quarter. Between the circles, bounce pass. Carlson tries another three. Was feeling it. No good on that one. Rebound for Carver. And here come the Titans. They'll bring it across. Bounce pass from Anderson. Down low for Bergquist. Turning, shooting, no good. Got his own miss, though, and kicks it out. Anderson, rotate Carver back to Anderson. And now to the corner for Stieg. Stieg will rotate up top. Open for a three. Higgins, and he knocks it down. Couple of threes from Cole Higgins off the bench in this opening quarter. 22-7, South Central Calhoun. 37 seconds left in this opening stanza. Carlson rotate down low now. Carlson for Melendez. And Heitman gets it back to Carlson. Now to Savassos. Savassos right at the top of the key. 26 seconds left in the quarter. 15 to shoot. To the foul line for Smith. Over to Savassos. Long two on the way. Doesn't catch iron. Rebound pulled down by Carver. Shot clock is turned off. 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Across the midcourt stripe, it's Higgins. Higgins will rotate Anderson for a right wing three. No good on that one. Rebound Carlson. 6 seconds left. Carlson will get it into the front court with three. Carlson pulls up at the buzzer from three. It's around the rim and out. Nearly banked it in at the buzzer. And that's the way the first quarter comes to an end. It's South Central Calhoun 22, St. Mary's 7. Second quarter on the way. Don't you go away on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Start of quarter number 2 here in Rockwell City. 22-7, South Central Calhoun leads Storm Lake St. Mary's. Panthers with the basketball to begin the second stanza. The 5 starters back out on the floor for South Central Calhoun. Bounce pass goes to the left elbow for Smith. Kicks it over to the corner. Rotate up top, Heitman. Bounce pass up top, Savassos. Savassos pass intercepted. Coming away with the steal with Sword. Quickly into the front court. Leitner looking to drive. Leitner picks it up. Swings it to Wheelock. Now over to Batt on the right wing. He tries a 3 and he knocks it down. 25-7 after that triple from Gavin Batta. 30 seconds into the second quarter. Into the front court. Heitman will rotate to the wing for Carlson. Bounce pass to Heitman to the corner. Melendez pass deflected away. It's loose and picked back up by Smith. He'll kick it out to Heitman for a 3, and he knocks it down. 25-10. John Heitman, just his second made three-pointer this season. Gets it to go. Leitner dishes underneath, looking for Sword. It was broken up and tapped out of bounds by Savassos, and Fetro will check back into the game for St. Mary's. And he's going to spell Bennett Smith. So a little bit smaller of a lineup for head coach Caden Howard. Batta looks and looks. Melendez on ball. Inbound goes to Leitner, driving the baseline, then brings it back out. Leitner will leave it for Wheelock. Tries a deep 3. It's off the front of the rim. Then the backboard, no good, but the rebound, no good. And the putback for Sword. Sword, the team's leading rebounder. Johnny on the spot, but his putback wouldn't go. 25-10, South Central Calhoun with 6:42 to go in the first half. Savassos to the corner for Heitman. Heitman, left-hand dribble, dishes off, and now he'll rotate out to Carlson. Carlson in front of the South Central Calhoun bench. He'll rotate to Savassos, back to Carlson, now to Heitman, right wing. Heitman goes up top. Carlson driving in. Carlson puts up a tough shot. No good. A lot of contact. The rebound offensive for Melendez. Kick it back to Carlson for 3. Off the heel of the rim too strong. Rebound for Batta. 25-10, South Central Calhoun. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Here's a floater in the paint for Joe Clark, and he'll get it to go. 27-10, South Central Calhoun. Here come the Panthers across the midcourt stripe. It'll be Carlson. Carlson picks up the dribble. He'll rotate over to the wing for Savassos and then back over to Heitman. Heitman between the circles, lost the handle but saves it from going over and back. Pick it back up and rotate around the horn. Savassos will try a 3. It's around the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Make that by Clark. Quickly working ahead to Batta. Batta head fake layup off the window and in. Nice move from Gavin Batta. And that'll draw the timeout from Caden Howard. We'll take it with him. 5:33 to go first half. South Central Calhoun 29, St. Mary's 10. This is Twin Lakes basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team? Now at FullerDigital.net. No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
5:33 to go here in quarter number 2. 29-10. South Central Calhoun leads Storm Lake St. Mary's. The Panthers' only lead thus far came at 2-0. Got the game's first bucket. South Central Calhoun responded with a triple, and they have not trailed since. Savassos with the basketball, right wing. Savassos with a bounce pass going to Heitman. Heitman in the corner, looks and looks, goes inside the arc for Fetro, and he knocks down the jumper. 5:13 to go here in quarter number 2. Quickly into the front court. Leitner dishes underneath to Sword, who lays it off the window and in. 31-12, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Across the midcourt stripe, it's Heitman. Heitman rotate Carlson. Carlson picks up the dribble inside the arc, finds Heitman. Now Savassos. Savassos back to Heitman. Rotate back to Carlson. Down low for Melendez. Back out to Carlson. Carlson drives in, puts up a floater, and gets it to go. 31-14, a 17-point Titan lead. Leitner into the front court. Leitner pulls up right elbow, kicks to Bata for a corner three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is tapped out of bounds off of St. Mary's. 4:31 to go here in the second quarter, and a wholesale sub coming once again for South Central Calhoun. See if it's the same five. It looks like it. Carver, Bergquist, Stieg, Higgins, and Anderson. So Clive Clark, veteran head coach at South Central Calhoun, looks like he's going to go with the hockey line change, platoon sub throughout the night. South Central Calhoun not afraid to do that. Higgins now driving in. He'll kick it to the corner for Carver. Now Anderson back to Higgins. Higgins bounce pass down low for Bergquist. Looking to post up. Bergquist, baby hook, no good. Stieg there for the rebound. Put back, no good, but he's fouled. And Brian Stieg will head to the line to shoot two. That is the first foul of the game. It comes with 4:18 left in the second quarter. And it will go against Savassos. Stieg 0 for 1 at the foul line thus far. This season, not tonight, this season. As he makes the first one, ups his average to 50%. Stieg, a big part of the Titan football team that made a strong run last fall as he makes the second foul shot. Stieg, first team all-district as a punter for the Titan football squad. 33-14 with 4:11 to go in the first half. Savassos with a basketball up top, crosses over, picks it up at the right elbow, and now finds Carlson. Carlson between the circles. Carlson will walk it to the top of the key with his left-hand dribble and then dish off Savassos. Savassos for Melendez. Back to Carlson, right wing. Carlson driving in. He'll rotate up top for Heitman. Heitman will hand it off to Carlson. 5 to shoot. Carlson at the right wing. He'll bounce it over. Got to look at the shot clock. Carlson gets it off at the buzzer and gets it to go. 33-17. Quickly on the other end, Higgins will try a three, and the answer, it rims out, and then a rebounding foul that'll go against South Central Calhoun. That'll be their first. I think they're going to get Stieg for it, and they will. So 3:31 to go here in this first half. St. Mary's trails 33-17. They've hit a couple of big shots, though. If they can get a run here to end this first half, you never know. Bounce pass Melendez, dish it out to Heitman. Pass nearly intercepted, made its way to Savassos, feeds Carlson. He's feeling it from three, misses that one. Rebound pulled down by Carver. Sometimes you got to allow yourself a little heat check as this pass airmailed goes out into the concession area in the hallway. A couple of Titans not on the same page. Bennett Smith back in the game for St. Mary's. 3:12 to go first half. 33-17, South Central Calhoun leads it by 16. Across the midcourt stripe, it'll be Heitman. Heitman rotate to the wing for Carlson. Now Savassos is fouled. Make that Fetro is fouled on the jump shot by Carver, and he will head the line to shoot two with 3:01 to go. Second foul on South Central Cal in the first personal on Nolan Carver. Petro, 53% of the foul line this year. His first one is around the rim and won't go. Free throws have been a struggle for St. Mary's this season, shooting 46% from the line as a team. Second shot on the way. That one's nothing but net. South Central Calhoun, by comparison, 64% of the foul line. Into the front court, it's Anderson. He'll find Stieg. Stieg rotate to the corner for Higgins. Higgins looking to drive on Carlson. Higgins rotate to the corner. Anderson tries a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound is offensive, though, and Stieg tries to put it up. He's fouled, and he will head to the line to shoot two. That'll go against Smith. First foul against him. Team fouls are even at 2 apiece. So Stieg, who had only attempted one free throw thus far in the year, entering play tonight, makes his second trip to the line. One more coming, 2:45 to go. Our halftime show sponsored by the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center coming up. As a second foul shot missed, rebound pulled down by Smith. 33-18, 2:41 to go here in quarter number 2. With the basketball, Heitman hands off Carlson. Now back to Heitman. Heitman inside the arc to Smith. Little baby hook jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bergquist. 15-point lead for the Titans. Into the front court, it's Carver. Carver will rotate over to Stieg up top. Stieg for Higgins and now to Anderson in the corner. Anderson drives, gets it up top to Carver. Carver, stutter step, now picks up the dribble, rotates to Higgins on the right wing. Higgins goes to the corner for Anderson. Anderson goes up top now to Carver, 10 to shoot. Carver, bounce pass to Stieg, and his pass looking for Carver was intercepted by Fetro. Under 2 to play in the first half, 33-18 our score. With the basketball, it'll be Savassos on the right wing. Savassos to Fetro. Fetro's pass deflected away and stolen. Bergquist with the deflection. Stieg the steal. Quickly into the front court. Bergquist running the length of the floor. He lays it up and in and gets fouled. A minute 41 to go here in this first half. And Bergquist at the line. And two officials get together. They want to talk something or other over. Foul, by the way, will go against Heitman. Number 1 on him. Team's third. And now two other officials get together. They are going to confirm they count the basket. Okay. They had to add the basket, so one shot for Bergquist. This will be his first free throw attempted all season. And it's around the rim, no good. Rebound, Bennett Smith. 35-18, 100 seconds left in this first half. Into the front court. Savassos with it, rotate to the corner for Heitman. Heitman with Stieg out there defending him. Anderson comes over to help. A little bit of a zone defensive look for South Central Calhoun. Carlson, make that Heitman. Now for Smith. There's Carlson. He'll try a three, and he knocks it down. Lane Carlson has had the hot hand this first half for Storm Lake St. Mary's, shooting just 9% from behind the arc entering play tonight. Knocked down some key triples here in this first half as this pass sails over the head of its intended target, and it's a turnover back to St. Mary's. Couple of subs in the ball game. Melendez is back on the floor, and Dylan Martin, the sophomore, will check in for the first time. 63 seconds left here in half number 1, 35-21. It's a 14-point lead for South Central Calhoun. Well, let's see if St. Mary's can find a way to get this to single digits going into halftime. Make things really interesting. Bounce pass to the corner. Carlson rotate up top to Martin. Back to Carlson. Tries another three. That's off the rim. No good. And out of bounds. St. Mary's kind of shielded off. Martin did as if he thought that touched a white jersey on its way out. They say it did not, and South Central Calhoun takes over. 45 and 35, the respective clocks. Anderson with a bounce pass to Stieg between the circles. Stieg defended by Martin. He'll hand it off for Higgins and now rotate up top to Carver, defended by Melendez. Carver, rotate to Higgins. Higgins back up top. Carver now to Anderson, a foot inside the arc. Back to Carver, top of the key. Carver with 12 to shoot. Dumps it underneath. Now back out Stieg, looking for a soft spot in that St. Mary's defense. Higgins will launch a three with 8 to shoot. Doesn't go, but he has his own miss. Shot clock is turned off. 10 seconds left in the first half. Carver with the basketball. Carver, rotate Higgins, left wing three. No good, off the heel of the rim. Rebound offensive and the putback. Good, right before the buzzer from Bergquist. 37-21, our halftime score. Bergquist with the putback, and it'll be a 16-point halftime lead for South Central Calhoun. Let's take a timeout. Our Buena Vista Regional Medical Center halftime show is on the way. This is high school basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Rockwell City. Tanner Hoops with you. Halftime of our Twin Lakes Conference Boys Contest. South Central Calhoun leads Storm Lake St. Mary's 37-21. You've got the future of Titan basketball out there now. It's always special for those kids, I know, getting out there on the varsity floor and getting to scrimmage it up. 37-21 is our score. St. Mary's had the first basket of the game. South Central Calhoun responded with a three-pointer and have not trailed since. 22-7 was the score after one, and then 37-21 our score at halftime. But I tell you what, St. Mary's, they made some big shots there in that second quarter. Lane Carlson in particular. John Heitman had a crucial three, and they've hung around close enough that you never know. You get this into the fourth quarter, a single-digit game, and hey, a lot can happen. That's the beauty of it. Our halftime show brought to you by the Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. Fantastic care. I was there a couple of days ago for my checkup, and tell you what, they're going to take great care of you just like they take great care of me. 37-21 is our halftime score. South Central Calhoun leads Storm Lake St. Mary's. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and get you set for the second half in just a matter of minutes. Don't go anywhere on Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at FullerDigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. FullerDigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FDS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. FullerDigital.net.
Ready to start half number 2 here at South Central Calhoun Middle School. Tanner Hoops with you. Thrilled to have you along. 37-21 is our score at the break. South Central Calhoun enjoying a 16-point advantage. And on the floor to begin half number 2. That looks like Bata, Sword, Anderson, Wheelock, and Carver out there for South Central Calhoun. On the other side for St. Mary's, it's Smith, Fetro, Carlson, Savassos, and Heitman. Starting 5 on the floor for Caden Howard's squad. Girls varsity game won earlier tonight 50-17 by South Central Calhoun over the Panther girls. Carver with it. Carver will rotate up to the top of the key for Wheelock, and now to Bata in the left wing. Bata driving. Bata puts up a little baby hook, no good. Rebound is tapped into the hands of Savassos for St. Mary's. Carlson with it now, and Carlson will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Carlson will rotate to Savassos' left wing. Savassos up top to Heitman. Heitman, a foot in the center jump circle. He'll make his move and now dish off to the left wing with Carlson. Carlson bounce pass to Heitman in the corner. Heitman back to Carlson, now up top Savassos. Savassos looking to drive, picks up the dribble, finds Smith, goes up top Carlson. Carlson picks it up, looks for help, finds Smith, and now over to Fetro. Make that Heitman 14-24 for a 3, and he can't get that one to drop. Rebound South Central Calhoun. Anderson quickly into the front court. He'll work it ahead for Wheelock, and now to Bata in the corner. Bata driving, cross-court feed to Carver. Carver picks up the dribble, right elbow, and now swing it on up to the top for Anderson. Back to Carver. Carver looking to drive in. Carver looking to back down his defender. He'll kick it over to Wheelock. Wheelock picks it up and hands off to Bata. Bata step back jumper at the left elbow, no good, but Sword is the offensive rebound. Now kicks over to Wheelock, and he gets it to go. A little floater coming in for the left side of the paint. 39-21, South Central Calhoun leads by 18. 6:35 to go here in quarter number 3. With the basketball, it's Savassos. He looks and looks and now rotates up top for Carlson. Back to Savassos. Has his pocket pick. Coming the other way will be Wheelock as he sidesteps a defender, lays it off the window and in. 41-21, 20-point lead for the Titans, largest of the game for either team. 6:10 to go, third quarter. With the basketball, Carlson right wing drives in, bounces it to Heitman up top. Heitman dribbles between his legs, now brings it back near the center jump circle. Heitman will swing it on over to Savassos on the left wing. Savassos back to Carlson now up top. Carlson defended by Anderson. Rotates Savassos left wing back to Carlson, now to Heitman inside the arc. Smith, his jumper off the window and in. Good ball movement by St. Mary's. They get the look they wanted, and Smith finishes. 5:40 to go, third quarter, 41-23, 18-point lead for South Central Calhoun. Bata trying to add to it with a 3. It's no good. Rebound for Bennett Smith. And here comes Carlson. He'll walk it across the midcourt stripe for St. Mary's. Play it ahead now for Heitman. Heitman left at the top. The key goes down low for Smith. Out to Carlson for a 3. It's off the heel of the rim. No good, but Smith has the offensive rebound. Smith trying to back down Sword. He'll kick it out for Heitman. Heitman, elbow jumper left side. No good. Rebound for Bata. 5:08 to go. Third quarter clock moving. 41-23, 18-point Titan lead. Bata on the drive. No on the shot, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First foul of the half on either team. And that'll go against, I think, Heitman. Yep, that's his second. So Bata at the line, shooting 2. First one is on the way. It's around the rim, no good. Bata this season now 6 of 10 at the foul line, including that last attempt. Second shot on the way. That's good. 42-23 with 5:04 to go in the third quarter. Heitman will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Heitman with a bounce pass to Carlson, back to Heitman. Heitman rotates Savassos left wing. Savassos steps into a jumper, no good. Rebound for Sword, and here comes South Central Calhoun into the front court. Bata crosses over. Bata dishes off, and now they rotate to Carver in the corner. Carver defended by Fetro. Carver picks it up. He'll rotate to the left, make that right wing for Anderson. Anderson goes up top. Wheelick tries a deep three. It's no good. Long rebound, though, into the hands of Anderson. Anderson finds Wheelick cutting the basket. Tries a bounce pass to Sword. Now out to Carver. Bata has it now. Bata bullet pass down low to Sword behind the defense, and he lays it off the window and in. 4:17 to go, third quarter. 44-23, 21-point Titan lead, largest as it's been. With the basketball, Carlson. And Carlson, defended by Anderson, looking to put it in drive. I should say that's Heitman rather than Carlson. Down low to Smith, and now they'll rotate it out for Fetro. Fetro rotate around the wing, makes his way back over to Heitman. Heitman in the right corner with 8 to shoot. Heitman throws it down low for Smith, makes his way to the bucket, lays it off the window and in. 44-25, 3:41 to go, third quarter. Bata driving at the other end. Scoop shot, layup, good. 46-25 with 3:33 to play here in this third quarter. Smith has the basketball, and he'll bounce it back to Heitman, who works it across the midcourt stripe. It's like a 3-1-3 zone look defensively for South Central Calhoun. Savassos with the basketball, picks it up, finds Smith. Smith rotate Carlson. Carlson bounce pass Savassos for three, and he knocks it down. Savassos from the right wing. His third made three-pointer this season, 46-28 at the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Crossover dribble. Now a step-back jumper on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the barrel for Eli Wheelick. And a timeout will be spent. I think South Central Calhoun will take it with him. 2:53 to go, third quarter. It's South Central Calhoun 48, St. Mary's 28. This is Twin Lakes Basketball and Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
2:53 to go, quarter number 3, 48-28. South Central Calhoun leads St. Mary's. Panther basketball out of the timeout. Subs onto the floor for South Central Calhoun, and I think that they've gone with that wholesale substitution again. They did. With the basketball, Heitman left to the top of the key, goes up top. Carlson tries a three, and he knocks it down. St. Mary's finding some success from behind the arc, 48-31. Leitner on the other end driving. Scoop shot, layup. No, he traveled. It was good, but they wave it off with a travel. 2:28 to go here in this third quarter. St. Mary's was in a similar spot before the end of the first half. Let's see. He can get on a run here, maybe make it single digits going into the fourth. He'll have a shot. Heitman with the basketball, left wing. Heitman crosses over, picks it up, looks for help. Heitman, lob down low for Smith, deflected ball and stolen away by Stieg for South Central Calhoun. 2:07 to go, third quarter. Quickly into the front court, Clark. They'll rotate it back to Stieg, now to Clark, who will try a three from the corner, and it rattles in. Joe Clark. He's now got 5 points and under 2 to go here in this third quarter. 51-31, 20-point lead for South Central Calhoun. Heitman, deflected ball. That'll roll out of bounds off South Central Calhoun and stay with the Panthers. Melendez back in the game, and he'll replace Fetro. Inbound into the backcourt for Heitman. And Heitman brings it across the midcourt stripe. Heitman dribbles inside the arc, picks it up on the left side, finds Savassos. Now they'll rotate out to the wing. And now down low for Melendez. Melendez bounce pass to Heitman. Heitman to Savassos, and now up top. Carlson tries another three. That's no good. Rebound battle for, pulled down by Stieg for South Central Calhoun. A minute 18 to go here in this third quarter. Leitner, a step-back jumper, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and then a foul called That'll go against South Central Calhoun, their first of the second half. 1:12 to go in this third quarter. Foul goes against. See if they got that on Higgins, number 1 on him. So 20-point lead for South Central Calhoun. St. Mary's, they've had zone against them, and they'll get a carry called against the Panthers, turn it over. St. Mary's has shot over top of that zone. They've made some big shots. A team that's shooting just 18% from behind the arc entering play tonight. Crossover dribble, Leitner kicks it out for Stieg. He'll try a three. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Heitman. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Heitman into the front court, crosses over, has his pocket pick. Leitner, no one in front of him, and he'll lay it off the window and in. 43 seconds left, third quarter. 43 and 35, the respective clocks. Into the front court, Carlson. Carlson picks it up, finds Smith. Smith at the foul line, dishes off, now back to Carlson at the baseline. Carlson shot blocked from behind by Clark, and Clark will track down the rebound. Shot clock is off, 25 seconds left in the quarter. Quickly into the front court, Leitner crosses over. Leitner driving along the baseline, dribbles out of bounds. 18 seconds left here in this third quarter. 53-31, South Central Cal leads by 22. And Carlson will bring it across midcourt with a pass to Heitman. 7 seconds left. They find Smith. Smith driving the lane. Smith kicks it out. Now Carlson tries a three. That's around the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bergquist. And that's the way the third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter is on deck at South Central Calhoun 53 and St. Mary's 31. Fourth quarter in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
8 minutes on the clock. We're ready to get this fourth quarter going. 53-31, South Central Calhoun out in front. Carlson will trigger it in, do so in the backcourt to Fetro, and Fetro's pass is kicked by Leitner as he tried to get it back to Carlson. St. Mary's teams home twice next week, both girl-boy doubleheaders. Alta-Riley is in town Tuesday, and then Friday, East Sac County will be at the Panther Pit. Carlson receives a pass from Heitman. Carlson, left side of the floor, bounce pass goes to Smith. Smith rotate to Carlson in the corner. Carlson driving, puts up a floater. It's no good, but a foul called. And Lane Carlson will head to the line with 7:41 to go here in regulation. Foul's the second on South Central Calhoun, the first on Leitner. Carlson, 38% of the foul line this year. He makes the first one. And he'll get one more. Have not had a lot of fouls in this game, first half or second half. Second shot, good. We did not get our first foul on either team until there was 4:18 left in the second quarter. Leitner, long two on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and the putback from Stieg is good. 30 seconds into this fourth quarter, 55-33, 22-point lead for South Central Calhoun. It almost looks like they're dropping three men down along the baseline, making a 1-1-3 type zone. It's a different, unusual look And a foul call as Leitner was going for the steal of Bennett Smith in the high post. Second on Leitner, team's third, 7:12 to go here in regulation. South Central Calhoun, they're at South Hamilton tomorrow night. A makeup game in what was originally supposed to be their season opener. Free throw line jumper on the way, no good, but a foul called, and Lane Carlson headed right back to the free throw line. And they're going to get that one on Leitner. So all of a sudden, he picks up 3 fouls in a matter of 50 seconds. And the first foul shot from Carlson too strong. One more coming. Second shot on the way. It's around the rim, no good. And 2 Titans knock the rebound loose. It's loose on the floor, and a foul called. They're calling a foul on South Central Calhoun. They're getting it on Stieg. Him and Bergquist collided trying to corral the rebound, and then Stieg fouled Lane Carlson in the attempt to secure possession. Stieg second, team's fifth. Sub into the ball game, Wheelick. And he will spell Stieg. So 7:05 to go, regulation time, 55-33. St. Mary's with the ball, trailing by 22. Left side of the floor, Heitman with it. Heitman picks up the dribble, looks for help, bounces to Smith. Smith shovels underneath Melendez, now tries to kick it out for Carlson. Deflected but got there. Now back down low to Smith. Baby hook, no good. Rebound, Wheelick. And here come the Titans looking to push. With the basketball, Clark, he'll rotate up top, Wheelick, and now to Higgins for a left wing 3. Around the rim, no good. Rebound, Bennett Smith. 6:36 to go, regulation time, 55-33, South Central Calhoun. With the basketball, Heitman. Heitman between the circles. Heitman picks up the dribble, rotate to Fetro. Fetro driving in, stripped to the basketball. The strip for Wheelick, the steal will go to Higgins. Ahead to Leitner, who lays it off the window and in. Not an easy shot for Leitner. Had to maneuver his body, get a little scoop shot up, kissed it off the glass, and drops through the cylinder. Heitman with the basketball. He'll rotate Carlson up top. Carlson looks to drive in, picks it up, now goes to Fetro. Fetro rotating to the right wing now for Heitman. Heitman up top, Carlson. St. Mary's, they move the ball awfully well. And they'll draw a foul. That was South Central Cal's last to give. 5:53 to play. Fouls on Higgins, his second. Savassos back in the game for St. Mary's. Stig and Anderson are on the floor for South Central Calhoun. They will spell Leitner and Bergquist. And Fetro will sit for St. Mary's. 57-33. 24 points, South Central Calhoun leads. Savassos looking to drive in, picks up the dribble. Savassos looking for help in a double team, whistle, and a timeout called by Caden Howard, first-year St. Mary's head coach. We'll take it with them, 5:39 to play. South Central Calhoun leads 55-33. This is Twin Lakes basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions. .39 to go, regulation time, 57-33, a 24-point Titan lead. Looking for a doubleheader sweep after winning the girls contest, 50-17. Catch and shoot quickly from Smith, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Higgins. South Central Calhoun, 50-17. They won the girls contest earlier tonight. Higgins leaning, shooting, doesn't get it to go. Rebound for Savassos. A few other Twin Lakes girls final scores from earlier to share with you when we get a moment. Heitman with it. He'll rotate to the left wing. Carlson drives in, picks it up, and now finds Melendez. Melendez bounce pass to Carlson. Carlson rotate to Heitman left wing. Heitman hop step in the paint, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound into the hands of Higgins. 5 minutes left, regulation time, 24-point Titan advantage. Higgins up top, rotate to Anderson, now goes to the corner for Wheelock. Cross-court feed to Clark, steps into a right wing three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Carlson. Here comes Carlson and the Panthers across the midcourt stripe. Carlson driving right side of the paint. He's fouled as he tried to put one up. That comes with 4:40 to play here in regulation. Fouls on Stieg, number 3 on him, team 7th. Carlson 2 of 4 at the foul line thus far. And his first foul shot here on the way, no good. St. Mary's only lead came at 2-0. They trailed 22-7 after a quarter, 37-21 at half, and then 53-31 after 3. Second shot from Carlson drops in. 57-34, South Central Calhoun, the lead and the basketball. Long jumper on the way. Wheelock, he buries the triple from the corner. 60-34. Wheelock, outstanding player, their leading scorer, second team all Twin Lakes a season ago. Carlson with a basketball. Carlson, rotate over to Savassos, back to Carlson, right wing, drives in, bounces to Savassos. Up top, Carlson now goes inside the arc for Smith. Turnaround jumper, he banks it off the window and in. 36 points, a new season high for the St. Mary's boys basketball team. Under 4 to go, regulation time. Driving, Higgins picks it up and kicks it out on the other end. They'll rotate up top. Clark driving in, picks it up, shovel pass underneath, layup, good, and a foul for Stieg. The hoop and the harm for Brian Stieg, and he's at the line shooting one with 3:47 to play. Foul went against Heitman, number 3 on him, team second. As St. Mary's sub into the ball game, that's Fetro. He replaces Heitman. (62-36) South Central Calhoun. And the and one try from Stieg, left-handed shooter. He gets it to go. Carlson will bring it across the midcourt stripe with Heitman on the bench. Finds Savassos left wing. Savassos yet to employ the dribble, never does. Dishes off to Fetro between the circles. Back to Savassos, now to Fetro. Fetro rotate to Carlson on the right wing. Carlson, stutter step, picks up the dribble, lob pass down low. Bennett Smith trying to post up, tried to pass it off then, and then it got stolen away by Higgins. 3:18 to go here in regulation. Top of the key. Higgins driving in. Higgins puts up a little teardrop floater and gets it to go. 65-36. And a timeout called by South Central Calhoun. I think this is just for subs. We'll see if Caden Howard, first-year head coach, wants it. He does. Let's keep it right here, and let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of Twin Lakes girls finals came in earlier tonight. South Central Calhoun won 50-17 here. Newell Fonda suffered their first loss of the season last night against ELC, the top-ranked team in Class 3A. They bounce back tonight as they take down the 8th-ranked team in Class 2A, Pocahontas area, 67-47. Elsewhere in the Twin Lakes, Emmetsburg picks up a win as they knock off East Sac 40-27, the final there. 3:10 left to go in our game, 65-36, South Central Calhoun out in front. And that'll go to Carlson. And Carlson will slowly bring it across the midcourt stripe. Carlson rotate to the right wing for Fetro. Fetro looking to drive in. Fetro bounce pass along the baseline. Smith looking to post up. Smith reverse layup. Good and one. What a move by Smith. Fights through the contact and gets rewarded. 2:54 to go in this one, and an and one opportunity coming for Smith. 8th team foul on South Central Cal, the second on Carver. And Smith, who's an even 15 of 30 at the foul line this year, his and one try is good. South Central Calhoun did sub in a newcomer during that last buzzer. That's one of the freshmen they had just called up. And looking to drive down low. They'll kick it out and play it around the horn with 2:35 to go. Outs pass inside the arc, deflected ball, loose on the floor, and then knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with South Central Calhoun. 2:31 left in this one. 65-39, Titans on top. And a deflected ball, that'll go back to St. Mary's. Among the subs in the ball game, Grady Isaacs, a sophomore. Matthew Hardy's also a sophomore. Continue to set the lineup as we go along. Petro rotate up top to Carlson, driving in, picks up the dribble, goes down low to Melendez, and now rotates up to the top. Finds Smith for a right wing three, and he hits the bottom of the barrel. Bennett Smith, his fourth three-pointer of the season. Now 4 of 7 from behind the arc. 2 minutes left, regulation time, 65-42. 3 in the way, miss, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bennett Smith. Petro looked like he maybe hit the deck with his head, but pops right back up. Good to see. Long 2 in the way, Savassos, no good. Rebound kept alive, but pulled down by Hardy for South Central Calhoun. 1:40 to go, regulation time. And into the front court. A whistle and a foul called against St. Mary's and Savassos. And St. Mary's will go ahead and empty their bench as well. New players in the ball game for the Panthers, both the Petersons, Brett number 10, Brendan number 12, a sophomore and a freshman respectively. Santiago Soria, sophomore in the ball game for the first time, as is Owen Keenan, a junior. And a 3 let go around the rim, no good. Rebound battle for it's offensive for Hardy. A bullet pass down low, jumper on the way. That's off the heel of the rim, no good. 1:13 to go. The rebound offensive again, and another 3 on the way. That's missed. Rebound is saved from going out of bounds. It's an offensive board, and then Carver stepped in the end line. Final 64 seconds in this one. 65-42, South Central Calhoun on top. They'll remain unbeaten in Twin Lakes play and win their 4th in a row. That's deflected out of bounds, and it went off a Panther back to South Central Cal. 55 seconds left in this one. Across the midcourt stripe. They'll rotate it out to the wing for Hardy. Takes up the dribble, bounces down low to Carver. Carver turns, spins, no good on the shot. Rebound, offensive. Carver got his own miss, put it up, no good. Hardy has this offensive rebound, then throws it out with 35 seconds left. Shot clock didn't reset, so about a 5-second difference between the game and shot clock. South Central Calhoun is thinking about winding this one all the way down. There's a steal for Peterson, as in Brandon, as he works it ahead, and a dribble off somebody's foot. Martin has his pocket picked. The Titans regain possession. Shot clock turned off, and they'll just dribble this one out. It's a good effort for St. Mary's. A new season high in points. Knocked down a number of shots. A lot to like about tonight, but they're going to come up short. And we'll have to wait at least another game to get that first win of the 2022-23 season. 65-42 is our final. Let's take a break. Post game in a moment. This is Twin Lakes Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, Plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Rockwell City. 65-42. South Central Calhoun defeats the Storm Lake St. Mary's boys basketball team. St. Mary's only lead came at 2-0 early on. South Central Cal responded with a 3 their next trip down and did not trail the rest of the way. They had a 22-7 lead after one quarter. They had a 12-0 run at one point to help them get there. 37-21 was our score at halftime and 53-31 after three quarters. St. Mary's, though, they made some big shots. They hung around and they had a good offensive output. Their best offensive game of the season thus far, but they will look to get that first win at some point next week. St. Mary's now 0-7, 0-6 in the Twin Lakes. South Central Calhoun moves to 6-1, 5-0 in the Twin Lakes. They are back in action tomorrow night at South Hamilton. Girl-boy doubleheader, a makeup doubleheader beginning at 5, and then they host Humboldt at Lake City on Tuesday. St. Mary's home on Tuesday. They'll take on El Torrilli, and then Friday they'll welcome East Sac County to the Panther Pit. 65-42 once again is our final as St. Mary's is swept in this Twin Lakes Conference basketball doubleheader. Girls game earlier tonight won by South Central Calhoun 50-17. That should do it for our broadcast. I want to thank everybody who made it possible. Could not do what we do without the help of all of our great sponsors. And, of course, want to thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Once again, it's a Titan sweep, 50-17 in the girls' contest, 65-42 in the boys. For everybody here at Fuller Digital Solutions, Simon Fuller's our on-site producer and engineer tonight. My name is Tanner Hoop saying good night, and thank you for joining our broadcast.